Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy JP. Sitting here, I'm on the lunch break from work. Just gonna look around, think about a few things. This upcoming ban list and the rulings and all this grand monstrosity they're calling a ban list and new way they're supposed to be doing the tournaments and deck construction and everything like that. I want to see what you guys thought about it. Well, I personally, with the decks going up to 50, that rumor, I don't know if it's been canceled yet or what's going on with it, but I feel like it's a great idea. Putting it at 50 definitely slows the game down again. I'd like to be able to use trap cards. I would like to be able to use combos that are more in depth than just use this to special summon this, win the game, protect it, etc., i.e., Evil Swarms or Dragons. I mean, Evil Swarm is a great deck, but look how boring it is. People stop playing Evil Swarm not because of their win-loss, but because of how boring the deck actually is. You literally just sit there, and that's it. Protect Ophion, blah blah blah, meh. Beat down with 1950s. But I feel like with the Dragon Ruler, treating the Dragon Rulers like harpies, where you can only have 6 of the Dragon Ruler cards in their name. So that means you'd have to be more, it would make you commit more to a certain type. For instance, those Elemental Dragons were absolutely broken together. But I feel as being able to use Blaster in different decks and Tidal in different decks, and even be able to use Tempest and Redox, I think that's a better form or a better use for them. I feel like they each have their individual stats that would accompany other decks. For instance, Blaster using his effect with to discard a card and destroy one with with Battling Boxers. That is a really, really good thing because it works with Glassjaw. So if I ditch with Glassjaw, I get to get a monster back, and etc. Tidal working with water. Water, yeah, it's a broken deck, but it's not nearly as bad as Dragons is. I thought water was really, really shitty. I mean, second turn Moulin Glacier OTK. I mean, fairly all the time. It's really annoying, but I feel like these subtle changes in the game will make it a lot more enjoyable for some players, especially if you're not a money player. If you don't have all the cards in the world, I have a decent collection. I mean, I sold and traded. But I mean, overall, I think my collection's not that bad. I can build a solid 6 decks right now that aren't tier 1, but I'd have a really, really fun time playing. So I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like some of these predictions and stuff like that are pretty cool. I'd rather just wait to see what's going on. But to be honest with you, it could determine whether I continue to play. That doesn't mean, I'm a whiny bitch and I can't stand Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Dragon Rulers. No. It's progressively become a faster and faster game. And the faster it becomes, the easier it is for good cards to be forgotten. And also to bring old cards back to think they're broken. When Xiaogan first came out, it was nothing. I remember back in the day when Chiron the Mage was amazing. Exarian Universe were amazing, but those cards weren't broken. They just had these cool little quirky effects. Exarian Universe can take away 400 attack, but give him piercing, and that was pretty cool. Blade Knight was pretty cool. I mean, Marauding Captain was broken back in the day, but that just lets you special summon another card, and there was no Exceeds. There were no Synchros. Well, Synchros were out then around that time, but they were just starting. But I mean, overall, it was just a more, not necessarily slower makes it better, but it was a more enjoyable time. Yeah, there was always tier decks. There was always those decks that were better than all the other ones and all the other good stuff. And I know I haven't done videos and stuff like that for a while, but I just thought this topic was pretty cool and it's worth talking about. It's not about ban list predictions, but there are some changes in the game I would like that I've wanted for a long time. I've played Rabbit when it was at its top. I played Chaos Dragon, I played Inzectors, I played Wind-Ups when they were raping, I played Fire Fist, I did all that good stuff. I played Fire Fist a little afterward, I played Dino Fist, but I had Water. I mean, I had Prophecy at 1.4, it was amazing, but I mean, I've had my share of the tier list, whether it be tier 0 or tier 4 point fuck yourself. So I mean, right now I'm playing Battling Boxers, and that's a really good archetype, and it's a really fun deck. And I feel like it doesn't stand a chance, and no one would want to play it because of the other things out there. And I think that's what Yu-Gi-Oh! Needs to shy away from. Stop monopolizing the tournament scene. Like, stop making it so it's Dragon Rulers versus Prophecy, or E-Swarm versus back in the day it was Evil Swarm versus Water. Before that it was Wind-Ups versus what was it called? What was it? Karakuri. I mean, Karakuri was the bomb at one point, but it was Karakuri versus Machines and all this other shit. Maybe like bring back some of the difference. Like every deck will have its great points, but don't make these decks that are so good that they really don't have any flaws, and their own flaws are covered by simple 2 or 3 cards. If you look at the Dragon deck, it's really like draw power, draw power, draw power, draw power, beat your motherfucking ass. And that's not cool. I mean, hell, the Worlds guy, yeah, he made good plays and stuff like that. But can you really even say that he's a great player judged on that? I mean, he played card destruction for 5 dragons. Come on. Not to say that Judgment was any better, but still, like, I mean, the nigga just did nothing that was amazing. And I feel like that show alone was really just like yuck. It wasn't even entertaining. There was nothing about it that was cool. The high point of that entire tournament to me was when, in the finals, dude flipped the Solemn Judgment. It was like, oh, wow, look, we might go to game 3. Then he goes card destruction, gets blaster. It doesn't fucking matter. So, it's all good. Congrats to him, by the way. I mean, I doubt that anybody like that will be watching this shit that's kind of, you know, that serious into Yu-Gi-Oh! But, until then, rate, comment, subscribe. I'll be putting a couple more, I'll be putting some deck vids up real soon. I have about 3 decks I need to show up. I have to show my Madolche, I have to show my Battling Boxer, I have to show my Chaos Dragon. Yes, even today you can still play Chaos Dragon and it's still pretty good. I also need to show my Evil Swarm and my little counter side deck, I guess you'd call it. That's a lot of people call it Paris Control at my locals, because I'm always making those dumb decks and I make certain cards look good and then I trade them off and all that stuff. They call it juicing, but I mean, if the nigga likes the card because I beat him with it, I mean, hell, I'm gonna juice the shit out of him. Yeah, it's worth 20. Good shade. But yeah, man, rate, comment, subscribe. I'll let you guys later. JP out.